Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. The challenge is for most people is that they're so busy focused on the adversity, they don't water the seed. And I'm a great believer that many of the gifts in life that come to us are wrapped in a thin layer of problems, probably to stop somebody else from stealing our gift. One of the other tools I was using was contrast frames. Now, contrast frames are very powerful, and they derive from the fact that most of what we give meaning to is based upon what we compare it to. For example, if you walk into work on a Monday morning and your boss calls you in and he gives you a surprise 10% pay rise, you walk out feeling pretty good. And then at lunchtime, you're chatting with your coworker who essentially does the same job, and you find out that they got called in and got given a 15% pay rise. Now you're not feeling so good. See, you had nothing before, but now you only have 10%. But freedom is a state of mind, and nobody can take that away from you. As Gandhi said, nobody can do anything to you emotionally without your permission. Permission. Nobody can take your dignity, you can only give it away. So I wrote a short story, and the story was called Mud or Stars, taken after the old adage that two men sat behind prison bars, one saw mud, the other saw stars. And it was really teaching people that your environment never defines you. It simply gives you the opportunity to define yourself. But I wrote this story out, and I did it in a way that followed a fictional story of a guy coming to prison for the first time, kind of deer in the headlights, all confused and angry and scared. And he happens to be sitting in the waiting room to be processed and sits next to a wise old prisoner that starts giving him advice. And I chose that because a lot of the times if we go to help somebody and we offer unsolicited coaching, or we really want to try and help, but if we get kickback because you don't know me, you don't know my story, or even if they want help, the presupposition is that you need fixing, and then that triggers the fear that we all have, which is the fear that we're not enough, and we put up a defensive wall and discount the advice. We only have to go to the physical body to see that if you take it to the gym and push it past your limits, it's pre-programmed to return with a better version of itself. What do you think nature's trying to tell us? And so when adversity shows up, as it will, start to try to shift your focus by asking better questions, by looking at what you can learn or who you can become rather than looking what you could lose. Is the difference between a life of success and a life on the street for many people. And if we can focus ourselves on being able to see the positive no matter what, to tear the wrapping paper off and search for the gift in the adversity, then we all have the ability to live a life that's an example rather than a warning. And in doing so, hopefully, leave a legacy that transcends not just ourselves, but impacts many more lives.